All right, guys. Good morning. Welcome. Good afternoon. Excuse me. Welcome aboard to the aftermarket recap. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. It is Monday, August 15th, 5:03 Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining me today and every afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern, except on Fridays. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little black logo. Click on that. Turn on notifications. Subscribe to our channel if you like these videos, and make sure to hit that thumbs up button, that like button if you do like these videos. Glad to do them every day with you. Kind of a snooze fest today, for the most part. Was kind of like debating myself if I should do the video or just hop on that PlayStation 5 for the night and just hang out and play a little Warzone or something. But a couple of things we want to go over for the most part. The Dow went up 151 points, Nasdaq up 0.62%, S&P up 0.40%. For the most part, VIX was up today, was up a lot higher. Now it's closed below 20. Again, that magic number. Equal with S&P came down with energy. Remember we talked about energy being a bubble. Yes, commodity bubble. IWM was underperforming S&P today, and the Nasdaq up 0.35%, but 200. We talked about that 200 level a couple of times. Dollar index up 0.82%, even though the dollar was higher. Indexes, stocks went higher too. 10-year yield fell 2.791%. TLT pretty much flat. High yield credit flat today. So was investment grade. So again, not a lot of action in the fixed income market. Keep in mind, guys, this is kind of the next 2 weeks are like the dog days of summer sort of thing. Not a lot of volume, as you can see here on S&P futures. Pretty much since last Thursday when we had the CPI number, we've been kind of going down. You could see even here 2 Tuesdays ago, just straight down shot. The biggest volume that we had was about 3 Thursdays ago. I don't know the exact date of that, but again, that was in mid-July, and you just have just downward trend on volume. So again, today didn't do much. We did close that Apple call. Well done, team. Uh, close that out for a nice 40%er. I still have AMD open. I still have Microsoft open that I just opened today. So a couple of trades, not a ton of risk. A couple of our members today were asking about Meta and some other names, Tesla. And I pretty much just said, we don't want to load the boat risk. I mean, especially in a lower volume sessions that we're about to get. So, if you notice, if you watch CNBC today, a lot of the main anchors, they're on vacation. That's completely normal. A lot of traders on Twitter that I follow and follow us, they're on vacation. But I think it's important to kind of stay around and see what's happening in the market, even though today was relatively a quiet session, even though we were up, kind of a slow melt up. Let's take a look at S&P first, and then we'll go to the rest as we go along as usual. Again, megaphone formation still staying. I mean, look at this resistance, rejected, support. I mean, you could almost want to do it just even tighter, maybe 4,200 support. But really the support I'm looking for, guys, is 4,223. And we didn't even come close to testing it. 4,300 did hit, which was our target that we talked about. Now, what's the next target? Really the main course that we're looking for here. Again, we're right at resistance, guys. It's going to be tough sledding to stay long. I'm not against staying long because you could melt up higher, but I think we're kind of running out of room too, at least with some kind of pullback. I mean, we've had what? If we go by just, let's see the monthly chart. Let's do a monthly chart here. We'll go last 5 years. And you could see the monthly chart, just 2 straight monthly charts. How about the weekly? Just on weekly charts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 consecutive green shoots. Granted, we're still in this week. So again, we haven't had 5 consecutive really since last November. And then after that, we consolidated and we grinded higher. So it's not like it's impossible to go higher. It's just, again, you're looking at, the most part, you're looking at risk management here. I know we can all get excited on, this could be the bottom. And again, I hope I'm wrong. But again, a part of me still says we still have some retesting to go. I don't think we're going to hit the lows of 36, 30, 39. I think 3,900 will be support if we get there. But again, that 200-day, guys, once you break that 200-day, we settle above that, I think it's over. I think then the worst has passed, 43, 45. And again, guys, listen, let's just say we got to 43.45 or 43.20. What is it? 43.24. Guys, 43.25, which is 200-day moving average of the S&P. If we just stayed in that range, 43.61 to 42.23, that could definitely happen. Only issue is that we have midterms. So again, I expect volatility. As a trader, you're happy. As an investor, you're pulling your hair because you don't know what you're doing. That's why DCA, dollar cost averaging, is so important. So again, I have my resistance at 43.24. This is the reason I haven't gone long on futures lately. It's just for the simple fact that I'm kind of running out of room. Options has been a better option just for now. So again, I do want to short right around 43.24, at least initially. Again, that's only 30 more handles to the upside. We can catch that AMD, we can catch that Microsoft, and then we're going to see if we could pivot to the downside and see if we can catch some opportunities with some puts or some shorts on S&P. Let's go and take a look at crude oil today. Again, we talked about this trend line. Let's see if I can get this here. Again, that trend line that we broke out of, came back and broke out of, and now we're coming back. Below 84.61, guys, is a lot of damage because we're still below the 200-day on the daily. So the saying goes, nothing really good happens below the 200-day. So again, you have this big support level of 84.61. If that does break, there's going to be more pain for crude oil. I didn't take a look at any energy plays today. Didn't see much volume. That's what's kind of killer. So kind of looking around, seeing what's available in terms of trading. Don't want to force anything. Again, we got one today, so there's no need to just jump the gun. Gold today was down 1.12%. Gasoline down 4% at 292 a gallon. Bitcoin was down pretty marginally, 24,000, 1902 for Ethereum. And the real reason is your dollar. The dollar is higher. And again, we talked about how important the dollar is to stocks. But today it didn't matter. We had the 13Fs come out for these hedge funds. The ones that are saying the world is over, they were buying stocks last quarter. Watch what people say, not what they do. Daniel Lowe bought Disney. George Soros bought Tesla. Warren Buffett buying Oxy. Those are just some of the names. Even Michael Burry sold out his long positions. He sold them out probably thinking that they're going to go shorter, but he also closed his Apple put. Again, I don't know what he did with that, but what I did read was that he deleted some tweets. Does that matter in the grand scheme of things? Not really. But again, I would take a grain of salt what these hedge fund guys or these people on CNBC or Fox Business or Bloomberg say. Because guys, they could say different things and then mean another, and they have their hedging and they have their portfolios. So again, it's a little difficult to kind of, kind of keep up with everybody. Okay, the bear market rally or is it the bottom? And of course, everyone has an opinion. But again, I like to see what these hedge funds are doing. If these hedge funds were selling, I'd be a little worried, but they're buying. So again, we don't know if they've sold recently, but again, at least we're seeing that some hedge funds are taking some risk. I think there was Elliott Management that took PayPal and Pinterest, again, high betas, Pinterest being a higher beta. But for the most part, again, it's important to see what these big money guys are doing instead of what they're saying. If you guys remember in 2020, Bill Ackman said, end of the world, basically. His hair was on fire on CNBC. And what was he doing? He was buying stocks. And that's the thing that kind of frustrates me. It's kind of important that you kind of keep your ears open and watch the actions more than just kind of take things for face value, because that it can be very confusing. Let's see if we have any questions today. Again, I don't expect much. Kind of a quiet day, nice and relaxing, kind of a grind up. Energy was down, sure. But again, if you didn't have a ton of risk over the weekend, you really weren't worried. Microsoft, I'm green on it, and PayPal, I'm down slightly. AMD, I'm down about 38%. I did open another position with Masterclass, but that's down too. But in terms of buying anything, no buying stocks or anything. That's every Thursday. So I really haven't changed much. 4,300 or 43.25, like we talked about the 200-day, that's when we may pivot and start seeing what happens. Again, we do have retail sales on Wednesday. We still have the Fed meeting minutes on Wednesday. We'll see where we go from there. End of the year prediction. Oh, tough one. There's a difference. There's what I want and what I think will happen. So what I think will happen is that we'll get to 43, 43.26, we'll reject, come back to 4,100, and I think we'll probably settle around 42, I'll say 4,400. Yeah, right in here. That's right. I think that's where we're going to probably end up for the year. What I want to happen is if we get to 4,600. Worst case scenario, I think, again, inflation rears its ugly head again, 3,900. Gun to my head, Patron boy, I'm just going to say 4,400. How's that? My prediction for the beginning of the year was 5,000 when I had that note. But again, we had a lot of things change. We had Ukraine war, we had inflation, ton of stuff. Why does TQQ not match exactly the tech? TQQ is a triple leveraged ETF for QQQ. So again, Qs are the top 100 NASDAQ companies. It's just an ETF. So don't confuse QQQ with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is the whole index, while QQQ is just the top 100. It's like saying the Russell, which is the 2000, is not every single stock imaginable. It's just the Russell 2000 small cap. So they kind of broken down, and TQQ just goes 3x of whatever the move is. Whatever it's up 1%, it'll be up 3. If it's down 1%, it's down 3. It's just another instrument there. How's BA looking? Let's take a look at it. Take a look at BA here, the bane of my existence yesterday. Again, kind of just staying there, sticking around, hovering around above that yellow line. If we take a look at the 4-hour chart, really the level we're looking for here, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, is right here at 176.29. That's basically what we're looking for. But again, just chugging along to the upside very, very quietly. And again, look at the volume, kind of low. Maybe when we have retail sales, we'll probably get a bump in volume. We'll see how it goes. Every day is a new day in the markets. All right, guys, I'm going to head out, do some grocery shopping before it pours. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning for the morning note. Hopefully, we'll have a little more to talk about, right? We'll keep you updated, as always, on Twitter at G.A.R Capital. Feel free to follow us. Always fun stuff. And we'll see you then. Cheers.